Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Coffee with Carl. I'm your host, Carl Zoellner. It is one of the attorneys with Anderson Business Advisors, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about filling out forms, specifically your W-9. For whatever reason, this tends to be the season where we get the most questions about filling out W-9s and such. As a couple of quick best practices, it is best to get the W-9s filled out before you pay the person who did the work. Otherwise, you might be chasing them around to get them to fill them out. I guess the next logical piece would be, do you need to get a W-9 from somebody? When you pay somebody over $600, best to get a W-9. There's some exemptions out there, including when you pay a corporation, you don't 1099 them, but for the most part, that's when you get them. Now, the nice part about IRS forms, or most IRS forms, is that usually they have a instruction sheet that will go along with them as well, that will help sort of lead you through the questions. It's not super complicated. So if you're having some questions about that, you may be well served to, one, just Google W-9 instructions. The other thing is if you need help with it, you're a platinum client with us, you're more than welcome to reach out and we will be happy to point you in the right direction as well. Not super complicated. If you haven't done one before, certainly there's going to be some questions. But like I said, that instruction sheet is super helpful if you need to go in there and ask or if you just have some basic needs that a question and answer sheet can answer for you. So with the W-9, like I said, no need to be intimidated by it. I know sometimes forms can be a little bit overwhelming for some folks, but like I said, with that instruction sheet, it should be fairly straightforward. The thing to keep in mind, the W-9 is asking a couple basic things. One is, who is this person paying, or from your perspective, who are you paying? Number two is who the person you're paying is reporting. Who is the ultimate taxpayer? Is it an individual who's going to use their social security number, or is it, say, another partnership or another business that will provide their EIN, which is their employer identification number, in order for the IRS to know who got paid, so that when somebody fills out their W-9 for you, you're able to deduct that amount that you paid them as a business expense. Without that W-9, it's still possible, but it's much more tenuous in that it's not reported the way the IRS would expect to have it reported should they audit you. So, like I said, not that a huge deal, but there are some questions, or this tends to be the season where W-9 questions come in. So like I said, from your first self-help step in that you can look up, they have an instruction sheet for it, to if you're not comfortable looking up the instruction sheet or still have additional questions and you're a platinum client, please give us a call. We'll help best we can to get you situated. Like I said, from the initial point, or the best practice there is to always have somebody fill out the W-9 form before you pay them. Because a lot of times if you've already paid them, it's a little bit difficult to track them down, or it can be difficult to track them down once you've paid them. So with that is a sort of a brief how-to, or where to look on for W-9 help if you need it. As always, if you like the content or think it's helpful, please like and subscribe. We like to keep producing free content, but we need to know people like it to keep doing it. So please like and subscribe, tell a friend. And then until next time, take advantage of all of our free content that's out there. If you haven't been to one of our tax and asset protection classes recently, you should. Even if it's just a refresher course for you. And yeah, all the free content. Toby and Clint have their own YouTube channels. Michael Bowman also has YouTube channels and does online classes as well. So yeah, take advantage of all of our free content out there, and we will catch you on the next episode of Coffee with Carl. Thanks, everybody.